What's going on? It is Sunday. It's May 19th. We got a rubber match. Yankees versus Rays. Battle for first place. Rage is on. The Rays are currently a half game ahead. It can alter if the Yankees win today. Not that it matters much in the month of May. What do you say, Jakey?
Oh. That was it.
Wow, you got to be on your toes, man. I can throw it to you.
What do you say, Jakey?
Yeah, you got to be ready.
Jim, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, right back at you.
I'm good. Doing good. It's like summer here, which is bizarre.
Confident?
No.
Right. I feel the same way.
No, I'm not confident the Yankees win today.
Because of Chad Green to Chance Adams?
I mean, we'll get there. I don't think that's the plan.
Okay, interesting. You're feeling summer vibes, so that's got to feel good.
Well, I live in a vacation spot, so
right.
Next weekend's Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. People are getting ready for Memorial Day this
week. We just went to our breakfast spot, which is across the street. Usually empty. It's like a long wait. It's crowded. I'm like, oh shit, getting summer. I got the window open. This is nice. I got 2 weeks of window open ability.
You're stoked for the Thrones finale tonight?
No, that's the.
Oh no, you're not at all.
I'm not watching that.
Completely lost you in CC.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad your little Summertown's coming back, babe.
Yep. Let's talk about this game. It's an interesting one. We are on the 1-year anniversary of the first time the Rays threw Sergio Romo as an opener. And now the Yankees are using it against the Rays. So, it'll be interesting. But first, we got DJ LeMahieu leading off, playing second base. Hicksy in the 2-hole again, playing center field. Voit in the 3-hole, playing first base. Gary catching and batting cleanup. Mr. Ken at DH. Glaber at short. Urshela at third base. Gardner in left field, batting 8th. And Clint in right field, batting 9th. Chad Green, the opener, is on the bump. It's a good lineup, I guess. It's pretty good lineup, hitting wise.
Yeah, we
runs across.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk about the depth a little bit. A couple of guys that we normally rely on for solid at bats have been in a bit of a slump in the corners there, but hey, Kendrys Morales has added a nice little switch hitting feature to this lineup in the middle of it. And we do see, we saw against the lefty yesterday, we saw Voit in the 2-hole with the righty on the mound. They switch Hicks. So we've got kind of our 2 leadoff hitters, 1 and 2. Interested to see if they have that kind of old school Gardy Judge, Hicks Judge approach where you see like there's a runner on first, 1 out, and the starting pitcher's already been through 15 pitches through the first 2 hitters. That'd be kind of nice. I mean, this is a money lineup, and this is you can confidently look at our lineup and say we like it better than the Rays lineup. The Rays have kind of been pitching out of their skull. I'm going to talk about that a little bit, but I mean, pretty solid defense. We need to put something together to help our pitching get through 5 or so. Because after that, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah. Let's do what's the Rays lineup before we get, because the pitching path to victory is going to be a big segment. So
the Rays, sponsored by Lay's, Austin Meadows, the only player rivaling Gio Urshela for the best player in the world. He is DHing, batting leadoff for them. Tommy Pham in left. G-Man Choi at first. Yandy Diaz, the third baseman. They threw Lau in right field today. Interested to see how he does out there. Darno behind the dish, Kiermaier in center, Willie Adames, the shortstop, and Robertson playing 2B with old friend Charlie Morton on the mound, keeping his Houston Astros, the lab momentum going, a.k.a. pine tar and some spin rate, but having a great year. He's 4-0, 2.32 ERA in 9 games started, 50 innings pitched, 61 strikeouts. He's been good, Jen.
He's been good. He's been good versus the Yankees last couple of years. 2 starts in 2018, 7.2 innings pitched, 1 earned run with only 2 hits allowed, and then 6 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. Let's do that. Let's do more closer to that. He struck out 10 batters the last 3 starts versus the Yankees. So that's my scariest thing when we see a pitcher that is a strikeout pitcher. I mean, we've had that happen a couple times this season where it's crazy. He hasn't struck out 10 batters this season yet. So hopefully the Yankees are in his first double-digit strikeout game. Brett Gardner has good numbers off him. He's 5 for 14 with a 471 on base percentage and a home run. So maybe Uncle Brett in the 8th hole gets something going. More on that later. Other than that, everyone's got a hit off him besides Gio. Glaber's got 2 hits. Cameron Maben has 3. DJ has 4. Gary has 2. Hicks has 2. So there's like some – it's not a terrible history, but it's not fantastic either.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, Gary's the one you circle, right?
Yeah, Gary needs – he had a bad game yesterday, which it's a bad game. Right?
Yeah.
He's having a good season, so I think a bad game's allowed. But if he doubles down on it and goes like 0 for 5 with 3 Ks again today, then it's going to be loud.
Yeah. And I mean, baseball, Susan, but 3 homers against Morton. Excuse me, I was looking at yesterday's game, so that's why I expected him to be really good today. But so Gary, just be good today. Just don't have 4 strikeouts and hit into the game-losing double play.
Yeah, don't do
please.
That. Yeah, the Rays are pretty good though. What's the Rays bullpen situation, Jake? Let's do that.
You have to assume Alvarado's out. He's pitched back-to-back days. I think that might be it. I
think Pagan's probably
back-to-back.
Pagan threw 40 pitches yesterday, so I think he's out.
So Pagan's out. I mean, the Rays have arms. That's what the Rays do, baby. Arms and openers.
That fucking Hunter Wood dude.
Dripping sex on the mound.
Yeah. No Chirinos, correct. Someone, Dennis said that in the chat. All right. Let's talk about the Yankees pitching path to victory,
yes.
because that is the main topic. Last year they messed around with 1 bullpen day versus the Rays, I think, down in Tampa at the end of the year in September. They prepped for this in spring training. They had Chad and Holder do opener stuff twice in spring training and said, we don't know. So we might be doing this during the year at some point, so it's better to get them experience. When Chad was just down in AAA, he was strictly opening games just to make sure he got his innings and his pitches in. So This isn't that far into Chad, right? It's not like we're throwing him into something crazy. He was a starter. He started a game Father's Day weekend versus the Orioles in 2017. I think he went like 3 innings. Yankees blew the Orioles' doors off that day. But Chad is opening. We're expecting, if Chad's good, we're expecting 2 innings.
Expect 2. I mean, it's open to 3 if he's pitching really well.
So I don't think 3 is a possibility at all.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance. I think there's a couple things going on here with Chad. If he's rolling a little bit through first 2, and we're gonna need some innings today, you might push it. But you could also see them doing the Yankees mentality of like, hey, if Chad has 2 good innings, he had a good day. Let's get him out of here so we can try to get our Chad Green back. And then it's Chant. You don't think they're going to Chance Adams today or Cortez or what?
I hope not.
Okay.
They may. But I don't. The way Boone did his press conference yesterday seemed like Sessa was still going to get some innings today and be the main guy after Chad.
Oh, really?
That's how Boone said. They asked him, is Sessa available tomorrow? And he said, yeah, we got to go take a look at it. And it was, the way I read it was that's still their goal, is to use Sessa today as well. I mean, if we're bringing Chance Adams or Nestor Cortez into this game, I'm mad. Am I allowed to be?
With Nestor Cortez, yes.
I mean, we brought him into a close game versus the Rays last time, and he gave up a 3-run bomb. I don't know. I don't want to lose.
And that's why it's yes for Nestor. Chance Adams, to not be too cliche, but you got to give him a chance.
No, you don't. I don't, not versus the Rays in a rubber match. I know that like all games are the same, but there's something about it's a rubber match versus the Rays at home. We've won 8 of our last 9 series or something like that. I don't want to lose the series, and I don't.
So then, what's your path?
I don't want to lose the series because we threw Chance Adams in his debut in 2019 versus the number 1 team in our division. Like I don't want that to be what's happening today.
And that's fine. But what's the alternative?
Chad for 2, Sessa for 2.
Sessa for 2 after pitching yesterday?
Or not? Yeah, because Sessa didn't throw that many pitches.
Okay.
And like he's a reliever now.
All right, so we've got 4.
Sessa maybe for 1. So yeah, and then you can go Holder, Canely, Ottavino, Britton, Chapman.
Canely might not be usable today. He's pitched back-to-back days.
Yeah, but he's thrown 9 pitches, then 11 pitches. I think they can definitely use him for an inning today.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're probably going to see Chance. We're looking for a lot of innings out of guys that have been pitching a decent amount.
Yeah, I think Ottavino didn't get used yesterday because they want to use him for like 2 innings today.
Yeah, and I mean that would be great. Obviously, if we can get there in 6th, 7th, 8th. I mean, even the 6th. I mean, the 6th is the super safe number today because I think you can push Vino for 2. They'll throw Britton again. So yeah, I mean, if you can get to the 6th with Chad and Holder, I think maybe an inning from Sessa too. I think you can skip Chance, but I mean, this is the story of the game, like you said.
I mean, I'm hoping that the Yankees offense can do enough that we can put Chance in, and I'm not upset. Chance will probably come into this game because otherwise they love using pitchers that but if we lose because Chance Adams came into a 2-run game and made it a bigger deficit than a 2-run game, or something like that, or tie game, or 2 runs down, and Chance comes in and he extends the lead, I'm not going to be happy.
So if Chance Adams comes in the 3rd inning, how many runs do you want to be up?
4.
Okay. I was going to say 3, I think, is the fair answer. I mean, 2, it's kind of a give him a chance, and I think we look around and say, wow, it's the 3rd inning where we need some innings today. But it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, what do Booney and them have drawn up? And also, what does the game path of this game looks like? Because I think if they do go down early or up early, it changes significantly.
I think they mapped out this game and have pitched Friday and Saturday according to this. I think Chad Green was used on Friday because they knew he was going to open on Sunday, and they didn't want him to be on a 10-day rough stretch. I think that the Sessa stuff yesterday and the Ottavino stuff, they want Otto for multiple innings today, so they tried to squeeze by Sessa. That whole thing was confusing. We'll do that in the post-series recap after today's game. But, I mean, if the plan is Chance in a close game, I'm not happy.
Okay. I mean that's kind of fair. I just think the wrinkle of the extra 2 innings yesterday might be a low-key kind of important thing. Yeah.
I get it, but we just need Dellin back.
That would help too.
Need Dellin back. I mean, hopefully Chance Adams comes in, pitches great, proves me wrong.
That would be nice.
Still don't think it would be the best plan.
Or don't see him and just win.
I would say we got away with one. So the other thing to think about that we should probably mention is that they have 15 games in a row after this. So
yeah,
burning the whole bullpen in one game, and you have so many games in a row, is tough, which is why they probably – if we see Chance and Nestor, I'm definitely allowed to be mad, right?
Yeah, I mean, that would have to depend on game score. That would have to be no Chance in Nestor unless this game is lost or a blowout for us. But I think exactly what you said there. I think that's really important too, this busy stretch. I think Chance Adams has been rested. I think they want to get at least 4 out of Chad and one of those guys. But we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe Chad can push it. Maybe they follow him up with Holder. You could get 4 innings out of that and then maybe start lining up the bullpen or see what the game looks like. But this is the story of the game.
Yeah. All right. My what to watch for, moving on, is Clint and Gardy at the 8 and 9 spot.
Yeah.
Both of those guys have been doing absolutely nothing offensively. I thought it was a bad move to pinch hit Clint yesterday. We'll talk about that when we do the series recap as well. One of these guys has to step up. I don't care which one, but one of you has to step up and do something today with the bat. Clint's numbers are awful. I think Gardner's numbers are just as awful in this in this last 2 weeks or week or whatever it's been. I mean, I don't know. I just think Clint and Gardner step up to the plate right now, and I expect absolutely nothing. And I'd like that to change for one of them, for now. Both of them eventually. But I looked at this lineup today, Jake, and I was like, where's Cameron Maybin?
Yeah.
Why is Gardner and Clint both – why are Gardner and Clint both playing and Maybin's on the bench? I think he's been a better player than both of them of late. So – and that's a weird feeling. Because Clint's ceiling is so high, and Gardner is stable.
Was known for being so solid for years.
Yeah. Also, watch out for Clint's defense because Holder and Chad put the ball in the air, and he's fucked both of them not being able to track down fly balls.
Yeah, I mean, in last 11 games for Clint since he's come off the DL, he's hitting 162. 394 OPS. I mean, that's tragically bad. No home runs, 1 RBI, 6 for 37 is what that translates to.
What's the on-base percentage? Everything's like really bad, right?
205 on-base percentage.
That's the number that like scared me the most. 205 on-base percentage. So.
Well, Jim, I mean, Gardy has been just as bad. He's batting 129 with a 176 OBP, a 467 OPS because he has 1 home run, which in this quote unquote battle between them right now is a huge trump card. But yeah, both of them have been zeros offensively for coming up on 2 weeks. Yeah,
that's why I was confused why they pinch hit Gardner for Clint yesterday because
Kolarek had crazy splits.
But who cares? All you care about is the defense in a tie game at the end of the game, and they're both not going to give you anything offensively. So all you did was the opposite of a defensive replacement when Clint's been taken out of games for defense close and late. They're both going to give you an out there.
It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If Clint would have got a hit there, it would have been the right move, and he didn't. So, I mean, hindsight's a lot easier to talk about there. But
I said that before.
You could go either way on it.
I go one way. And I said it before Clint got the hit, so it's not just being hindsight guy. Like, this is a dumb move.
Right. I don't think it's dumb. I think it's a 50-50 move.
Yeah. What's your what to watch for?
My what to watch for, Jim, is the gopher ball. And this ties into what the Yankees are doing, but a lot about what the Rays are doing. Jimmy, Tampa's pitching is hot. We had the 3-run inning against Alvarado to win game 2. Outside of that, we didn't have an RBI yesterday. We scored on a pass ball. And Jimmy, the 2 games before that, the Rays threw shutouts. So the only score that the Rays have seen an opponent put on the board in their past 4 games that has been an RBI or driven outside of that one Alvarado inning was a Kendry Morales Yabo. That's 4 games. I know I'm ignoring 1 inning there, which was a very important inning, but still, I mean, that's insane. And these Rays lead baseball in ERA. Charlie Morton on the bump today. How are they going to work him? Alvarado should be out. Is Castillo? I don't know. Whatever El Grossos they have in their bullpen. But I think we kind of need the Bombers today. I'd like to, if we win this, I think it's going to be like, oh, well, LeMahieu slapped one to right and then Hicks hit a 2-run shot, or they basically walked Gary and Kendrys Morales poked one. Like, I think this is going to be if the Yankees win today, I don't think it's going to be small ball. I don't think it's going to be putting together rallies. It's going to be that old school, new school, taking pitches, someone gets a walk, pass the baton until someone gets the gopher ball. Because, I mean, between Glaber, Kendrys, Gary, Voit, Hicks, that's a power chunk of our lineup that we haven't had for a while that can put up a quick 2 or 3 spots. So I think that's our best bet today, and that's we'll see how the Yankees approach does with that.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So who can move on? Speaking of homers,
I guess we'll go to the homer draft.
Homer draft. It's the homer draft. No homers yesterday, so it is Jake's still up 2-0. It's if I was to come back here, it would be crazy.
Crazier things have happened.
My hope's just to get 1 on the board for the overall score.
Sure.
I get first pick.
Yeah.
And I am taking Gio Urshela. For those that don't know, I could not take Gary, Glaber, Hicks, or Voit.
Yeah, and he almost got another game winner yesterday. He needed about 5 more feet. And yeah, we didn't mention that Hicks slide home yesterday. That could have been a big one too. But that's for Talkin Yanks tonight. And speaking of, I'm going to go with Aaron Hicks. I think I liked one of his lefty at bats. He had a big fly out in game 1. I think it was his best at bat. Let's get Hicksy on the board today. And I've taken Gary, Maben, Morales, and Voit. I'm going to go with Gleyber Torres. For how decently he's been swinging the bat. I haven't taken him in the homer draft for too long. So there's my logic.
Boom. All right. And I am rounding mine out with Mr. Kendrys Morales.
Nice.
He was actually I wanted him first, but I knew that you couldn't take him, so I had to save him.
Strategery.
So, yeah. I think he hits another moonshot today. And then we just fawn over Cashman more, like, oh.
Mr. Ken Mania, Cashman Mania.
Yeah, both of it. Yep. So yesterday I got the under correct. You got it wrong.
Yeah. You're starting to get good at these, Jim. We might have to start putting people's money on the line.
I am now 12-9 on the over-unders, and you are 9-12. So how's that for
balance? How about us, man?
Rhythm? Yeah. What's it at today? It was at 8 yesterday with Tanaka and Snell on the mound. It was at 9.5 the day before with CC versus bullpen day. And I'm gonna guess it's 8.5 now.
8.5. Let me see. I might go 9. I feel like they're worried about the Yankees bullpen day. Baseball loves the bullpen. I'll say 9 just to be the bad boy. I think your 8.5 will be right, but let's see. 9.
I'm surprised they went 9 with the unders hit both times this game.
Yeah,
the bats are not doing much.
It's how you feel about the Yankees pen today. Because, we could easily look back at this game and say, oh, we went Chad to Chance to Nestor, and that would be a bad time. But this is a Yankees podcast, and for a good time, you have the under is the safe bet.
I was going under.
Yeah. I wish I had a cool way to say the Yankees were going over, but I think the under is a safe bet.
The under is what I'm going with as well. All right, let's turn to the chat, see what these guys are talking about, see if there's anything for us over here. Can we score a run with a hit and not a pass ball today, please? Here we go. Did you see? I did like a 6-minute breakdown on YouTube, Jake, of all the day games yesterday. And I set one of these up the day before. On Thursday, I set one of these up where I was doing the whole league. but I didn't end up like actually making it. Teams score on wild pitches almost all the time. There was four out of the 7 day games yesterday. There was a wild pitch runner scoring, I believe. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just and then on Thursday there was, I want to say in the 7 games I looked up, there was 7 wild pitches or pass balls that allowed a runner to advance. It's crazy. It's like one of the main ways teams score runs right now. With
it's part of new baseball, man.
Yeah,
with how all these guys that throw harder and throw dirty stuff and throw it in the dirt.
Yep. Yeah.
They'd rather give you a base on that than give you a fastball to hit over the plate.
Yeah, yeah, but it's crazy. I think people will be shocked like how often it's going on. So yeah, let's not score on a wild. Well, let's score on a wild pitch, but let's score other ways as well. Because we're 2 games in a row now versus the Rays scoring on a wild pitch.
Yeah.
So So now I kind of need
tradition.
Yeah, we need it. Okay, I need it. Dennis says I'd sign Keuchel after the draft, or would you package with Stroman? I don't want Marcus Stroman because he's not good. He's like Chris Archer.
A little bit.
They're not. I don't want to like be mean, but they're not special. I don't think those are guys like the Archer deal already looks bad.
Yeah, Stroman's actually having a pretty good year.
Is he?
Oh yeah, 58 innings, 2.95 ERA.
That is a good year. Yeah. Okay. Well, he's having a good year then.
Yeah, 3.83 career. So I mean, it all depends on packages. I mean, that's what every trade comes down to. It'd be nice to have a guy. What are you giving up?
I don't know all the peripherals on Stroman. I wonder what they are. So I think on Archer they were there. They weren't there. People were like,
yeah, Archer was getting worse. I think Stroman just had a bad last year. I don't know if that's fully injury. His FIP, the people will be happy I referenced that, wasn't too bad. But yeah, I mean he's 20.
He's only had one good year.
Solid years.
No, he's had one good year.
Excuse me?
Oh, I see. 2014 was good as well, and then he got hurt. 2015. He had 2 good years, 2 bad years, and he's working on a good one right now. So, and then what else was in the chat here? 100% should sign Keuchel. I have no idea what Keuchel wants, so kind of hard to even talk about that. When is Stan coming back? Stan's playing an A-ball soon, Jake. He's starting A-ball games this week.
Yeah, I think they were hoping for tomorrow, right?
Yeah, which is a good sign that he's playing. All right, and we'll have a better version of this conversation on the full episode tonight. We go live right after the game. If you or if you aren't a Patreon member, you won't be able to watch live with us, or you won't be able to watch the YouTube version at all. We save those just for our Patreon supporters. If you'd like to support what we're doing, you can go to patreon.com/Talkin Yanks. If not, but you still want to listen, that's fair game. Just go to the podcast app that you use. Go to Talkin Yanks, hit subscribe, listen. We will see you later. Enjoy the baseball. Go the Yankees. Go the ball. Jake?
Go Yanks.
See ya.